Hey guys, welcome back to Isabel's Moments. And if you're new, welcome. I haven't been feeling very well, and that's why I haven't put up a video. But I figured I'm feeling a little bit better today. I will do a paint with me. But yeah, you guys are so awesome. All of your support on wishing me well, getting better. It's awesome. So I'm working on my Halloween painting, and it says Halloween and it has the minions and stuff. And so I'm just gonna be working on this color for 469. So I haven't talked to you guys in a while, and it's been kind of crazy. And I might use my new pens, and I will tell you it maybe in the beginning, maybe after my life update, I will let you guys know how I dislike or like these pens. I'm sorry in advance if I sneeze or cough or sniffle, because I'm getting over this fun cold, which I don't even know if it was a cold. I didn't feel well. But life has happened. So I had my vacation a couple weeks ago, which is when I was going to have my doctor's appointment. And I think I did this on this color the other night, but I think I missed a few. I missed a couple, so I should have just poured it in the lid, but oh well. I was supposed to have my doctor's appointment, and I was gonna do our work wellness together, but that didn't happen because my doctor had a family emergency the week I was off, of course. Why not? Why would she not have a family emergency, right? So 550 is like a purpley color. That's the color I'm working with right now. So this is gonna be the next color. And what I found that works for me, especially in heavy confetti areas, is I'll just go from the code, and I'll just either start from the bottom or top and just take the next color and just go on and go from there. Okay. I feel like this is gonna get in the way, so I'm just gonna put it aside for now. So I didn't get to go then, and I ended up having to reschedule, and then I ended up having to leave work early on a day that I had to reschedule. And I basically told my boss, like, hey, I have to go to this doctor's appointment. I can't not go. And she understood. Like, she understood that I needed to go and kind of wanted to switch the days. But that didn't happen, so I ended up going. I was kind of nervous. I don't know why I was. I left about 45 minutes early because usually traffic is crazy. But I forgot that they changed the speed limits in Nebraska. And so they were like 5 miles an hour faster in some areas. But sometimes when I leave early, I get there like pushing it. So you never know with traffic. You always want to leave early. So I mean, I sat in my car and I didn't want to be like too early. I got we did the tests for my thyroid, my tests for the CBC to make sure all my blood counts were normal. Basically, I do that test every year to make sure I don't have leukemia again. And the way they would be able to tell if I had an extremely high count above normal of white blood cells and an extremely low count below normal on the red blood cells. And I probably would be able to tell without even the test, and like feeling tired and yeah. But I got that, and then my doctor wanted to run I think it was a cholesterol test. Yeah. And then I had also told her my throat has seemed like I've noticed it, like I just seem super dry like all the time. And I was like, well, I wonder if that's because of the medicine I've been taking. And so I asked her, and she's like, no, it shouldn't be the medicines. And she's like, maybe your dentist would know. I was like, well, about that, I haven't been to a dentist in years. I know I should go, but nobody got time or money for that. I know I need to, but just the energy for everything else. And then, funny story, so my doctor, we talk and then she leaves, and the person that comes in, she's, I want to say fairly new. She comes in, she gives me my flu shot, and she was like, that's it? I was like, no. I need blood work for all the 4 tests that my doctor wanted. She's like, oh, yeah. So I thought that was funny because she totally forgot about needing to take my blood work. It was like, you have to test for this, this, and this. And she's like, oh, yeah, let me go get my, the kit to draw blood or whatever. I was like, yeah, you probably should. So I felt beat up. I had like, my arm blood, like, wonderful though. Like, it was yeah, that was awesome. But I did learn something a couple years ago. Whenever you're gonna go in for to get blood drawn or anything like that, you want to make sure like the day before you drink a lot of water. If you don't drink water typically, because then it helps, for some reason it helps with your blood flow and being able to do that or whatever. So that was good. And so since I had to go to my doctor this last week, that means I had to change the way I did my wellness credit. So I'm going to attempt to do the at-home test, which is basically I have to prick my finger, put it on this like test tube, send it to them, and have them check to make sure I did it right. Because last year, I did this and I did the at-home test, I messed up. I ended up pricking myself twice because I stopped bleeding. My finger just stopped. I was like, I don't think I'm doing this right. And I didn't. And so I was like, I'm not trying to do this at-home test again last year. So I went into the clinic thing that they had. And yeah, apparently she couldn't find a decent vein. I think she had tried my arm and it didn't work, and she was like moving all the needle, like not so nice. And she's like, oh, I'm gonna take it out of your hand. I was like, what? And so she literally, because she couldn't use a vein in my arm, which obviously I know I have perfectly good veins in my arm because I go to the doctor all the time, so there should be a good vein. She takes I think it was this hand. She decides to draw the blood from my vein in my hand. I'm like, what? And she's not nice about it. She's like shoving it up there. I was like, ah. And then when she's done, I have this like giant bruise on my hand. I was like, and I have to drive home. Oh, I was not happy. not happy. And that's why I just wanted to do it at my doctor's, because I was like, I'm gonna be there, might as well just do it. But yeah, but you have to fast for those wellness credit for at least 9 hours, and that required me not eating at work. And that's just a no. We're not gonna do that. So we had that. I've been kind of emotional this last couple of days because to be honest, I hate work. I'm sorry, that's a very strong word. I very, very much dislike work a ton. I don't like it. Don't like it. It's giving me depression. Like, I had an issue with a person last Saturday, and I went and told my boss, and I felt like she was like, oh, maybe you need to address the situation. And maybe I've talked about this before. Maybe you need to address the situation differently. And maybe they need to adjust your antidepressant medicines. And maybe you need to go to a therapist. I was like, no. This is a work issue with a work person. How about you fix it with that person instead of telling me I'm in the wrong? Like, sometimes I feel she's more of a friend than she is an actual boss. Because my other boss came up to me, the other boss that works there, and she was sincerely sorry. She didn't want me to ever feel like that ever again. And I felt like she was more concerned than the boss that was actually under me. And that just frustrated me because I'm like, what's the point of me even telling you in the right command if you're just gonna blow whatever I tell you of a true concern that I have? What's the point? Well, what's the point? Anyway, I'm rambling. But yeah, I had a breakdown yesterday coming home and a little bit at lunch, and I told one of my coworkers, I'm like, I just not feeling this job anymore. It gives me depression. Like, even though, like, the job's not worth it. The job is, but that's just how I am. And I was like, I feel like I need to get a new job, and that would be better for me. And I didn't shout names out. I didn't say name names, but I just named some of the issues at work that I was having. And I was just like, I feel alone. I feel like nobody talks to me. And she's like, you can always come and talk to me. I don't go talk to anyone. I was like, yeah. But I mean, I feel like a lot of the bosses are friends, and they get away with stuff that in a different company they probably would not be getting away with. But anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about that before I get myself in a depressive coma again. I need to pour a little bit more. Sorry. Like, my body doesn't like me right now. I feel like it's been a while since I've updated you guys, but I forget a lot of things. Okay, so I remember telling you I thought I had two birthday parties back to back in the same, like, one weekend and the next. I got my dates mixed up. So I have my niece's birthday party this weekend, and then in like 2 weekends I have my nephew's birthday party, which I have to leave straight from work to make it there on time, if we get out on time. So yeah. Anyway, what are you guys up to? Anything fun, new, and exciting in your life? If you want to let me know, that'd be great. I like getting to know you guys. I feel like I'm connecting with everyone. I don't know. Even though I'm talking to a screen, I feel like I'm talking to somebody, and somebody out there wants to hear me, listen, and cares about me. Which is kind of why I've been putting off doing a paint with me or doing like a real video, because I haven't been feeling the greatest. I've been down, but I'm hoping to change that. I feel I haven't had this like desire, this, like, I used to love diamond painting, and I'm feeling like I'm losing my bug. I know that in floss tube they call it a stitching bug, like they lost their stitching bug. So I mean, I feel like I'm not excited to like diamond paint, and maybe that's because like I may not be doing, like, I'm doing Christmas ones, like for Christmas presents, which I love. But and then I started doing 2 paintings at one time. So one here and one at work, and so I think when I was doing ones at work, I didn't want to come home and do more. But I'm like, I needed to do it at work because that's when I needed it the most, because work stresses me out to a point sometimes where I'm crying at work. That's me. I just realized the first color that I started with, you guys, I missed a couple. But I'll get back to those in later. But I don't even know what I was talking about. I was talking about something. Anyway. So, yeah. I'm going to try to at least do 1 paint with me video a week and whatnot. Oh, I was talking about my lack of desire for diamond painting. I just haven't been feeling it, and maybe it's because I'm super tired when I get home from work and don't really want to do anything, you know. And I'm not using my light pad in this one. I can see the symbols clearly, and I don't have access to a plug where I'm at. So, but I do have a tag if I ever get to it. Since it's a Halloween diamond painting, I figured a Halloween tag, and technically this would be my first like tag, quote unquote. No, I take that back. This would be second tag. But I'm gonna be trying to be better at answering questions and not just rambling. So you also get to know questions and get to know me a little bit better. But yeah, I feel like I haven't been wanting to diamond paint. I knew I wanted to do that. Like, I wanted to do this for Halloween, but I didn't have that, like, urge and that fire to really want to do this one. And it's a very dark picture, and the one I just did for my husband for her anniversary was the Goku, which had a ton of black tin, or 310. It had like 77 bags of 310. Like, it was a lot, and so I'm kind of iffy on doing another black painting. And of course, this one has 37 bags of 310. But it's for Halloween, and it has a lot of bright colors, so I'm hoping, because it has bright colors, that it'll get me back in the mood. And maybe if I do some paint with me videos, it will keep me motivated and wanting to finish a section every week or every day. So if I finish a section every week, hopefully I will have this done by next week, by Halloween. Maybe I'll finish it on Halloween. Ooh. Anyway. You guys make me so happy. I can be myself when I feel like I'm not judged, or hopefully I'm not judged by you guys, you know. You never know. But I have been crafting, even though I haven't been diamond painting. I have picked up a new hobby. Yeah, I don't got enough time to diamond paint. Where in the world do I have enough time to do another hobby, right? Am I right? Am I right? But I do. I picked up cross stitch, and so there's not like a whole lot. I know there's a lot of cross stitches and stuff out there, but there's not a whole lot that like grabs my attention, and that's probably a good thing. But I am doing a heaven and an earth design, which is like massive. I think I got the large format, and it's like 24 pages, and I just completed the first page last night, so I was like on a high. Like I wanted to start the next page, but I didn't. I was like, I probably should go to bed. So I went to bed. So I've been cross stitching. I have that big piece, and then I have a small Ariel piece that I got from Hobby Lobby that has Ariel and Flounder, and it says make a splash, and it has the kingdom in the background and some stars. It's really pretty. And I was actually working on that when I got home, because I was like, oh, let me do some of the, because I wanted to finish the skin before like I did this video. I was like, but this is taking forever, because I thought it was just like a little, there's a lot of skin. There's a good like 200 or 300 stitches of just her skin. So I got like a good portion of it done, because I am gonna do hopefully another floss tube update on my projects. Maybe I'll do it every couple of weeks. Like when I have progress on one, I guess. When you can obviously tell I've done something. So yeah. So now I'm just thinking. So yeah, I think update. I think that's all that's really happened in my life. Oh, I have another funny story. Not really, but we had our first anniversary on Sunday, October 14th, and it was wonderful. It was wonderful. It will definitely be rememberable. But we actually went out on Saturday, so we went to a movie. We saw Venom. We went out to eat. I think we went to Red Robin. Yeah, we went to Red Robin. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it's like a burger place here in Nebraska. And it might be in other places, I just don't know where. I guess I could ask my brother, he would know because he works there. And so does my sister-in-law, apparently. But anyway, we went out, and yeah, and then we exchanged gifts and everything. But Sunday we ended up getting up, getting ready for church, going, and it was snowing. Snowing in October, the middle of October in Nebraska. Should I be surprised? It's fall. What do you expect? Of course it's snowing. And then it was snowing, and we made it safely. We left a little bit early, or I wanted to leave a little bit early to make it there on time. So we did, and we made it there. And then as like the music sang, and as soon as like we sang the last words of the songs, the power went out. And so we still ended up sang the closing prayer. And then they tried to figure out where the power breaker was on and tried to flip it. And like the lights came on for a second and then it went off. And it was just, they're like, well, enjoy your Sunday. And then they're just like, they just sent us home. So yeah, remarkable. We only had 1 hour of church on Sunday because there was no power. Some people didn't have power before they went to church, which is kind of scary. Luckily, we didn't have that issue. And I'm trying to make sure I got all this symbol. You know, looks like a Leon. So my next color is green. It's this like starburst one. Okay, so now that I've finally gotten through my life update, 26 minutes later, maybe I'll get through part of this tag. Ooh, maybe I'll do a paint with me on Halloween and finish this. But that's my goal. Whether or not that happens, maybe I'll still do a paint with me. We'll see. I was like, maybe I could do have my Halloween costume on, but I don't know if you guys will really be able to tell. Maybe I'll put a picture of me wearing it. We'll see. Because we're gonna have like a Halloween contest apparently at work and all that jazz. I always dress up for work. You know me. And I will give you an update on these pens. Just let me get my next color here. And we will do that. They're like super, they're not super heavy. They obviously like bend. So if you wanted to like rest it, I guess, I don't know, on your hand while you're working. It's like flexible, and they come in different colors. I didn't get to choose, but I think you can email them and let them know which ones. And there you can get, I don't know if you can tell, but that's square, and I have another one that's round. And the reason I wanted to get square and round is I wanted to be, because I was curious, because I wasn't sure whether the square was better, the round was better, or does it really make a difference? Does it really make a difference? And to me, I personally, between, this one's a little small, and so if you have problems with it being small, I would definitely suggest these because it's little like thicker. From when I go from this one to this one, it feels a lot smaller, and it's almost like weird using them. But I personally can't tell the difference between the square tipped and the round tip. They both work well. I guess it's kind of cool to have a square one, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'll do another separate video going in depth on it. But all right, finally getting to the tag half an hour later. Maybe this won't take me as long. 30, and it's a 30 question spooky Halloween question tag. So the first question is favorite horror or Halloween themed song. See, I don't necessarily listen to a whole lot of scary music, I guess. But I guess my one favorite song would have to be from, I think it was Halloween Town, or no, A Nightmare Before Christmas. When they sing, "This is Halloween, this is Halloween, this is Halloween, Halloween, Halloween." Anyway, that's my favorite song from Halloween, from spooky or creepy. Ooh, I'm loving these bright green colors. The Halloween is gonna look so good. So question number 2 is, name something you wouldn't want to run into in a dark forest or in an abandoned building. I wouldn't want to run into somebody that was holding a bloody knife, because he was probably a murderer. And I would be running for my life. But in real life, I guess I really wouldn't, I don't know. I really wouldn't want to run into any wild animal, but I didn't know, like, it was like a lion or a tiger or bear. Like, I wouldn't want to run into something that I couldn't get away from. And then an alley, I guess I wouldn't want to run in. I wouldn't want to be in an abandoned building. Let's get that straight. I'm not going to be in an abandoned building. I wouldn't want to run into anyone or anything. I don't know. Abandoned building, probably. Any like chains or tools that were bloody, because then I'm like, somebody murdered here, and is this abandoned building haunted now? Like, you know, I'm fine with watching them. I don't want to actually be in a haunted film where I'm being murdered and running for my life, because I would probably be doing what I'm screaming at the TV for all those people who aren't making rash decisions in this video. Of course it's scripted, but I mean, still. Okay, I'm kind of glad I did this paint with me, because it's kind of getting me excited to do diamond painting again. Number 3, have you ever played with an Ouija board? No, I haven't, and I don't think I ever will. I guess I don't believe in that stuff, I guess. But, I mean, that's just me. I know everybody's different. I think I would be the person that would be like messing with people, but I mean, I guess some people really think it works, but I'm not gonna take that chance and mess with a spirit that's gonna come after me. Sorry, I should be answering questions, and I'm just like focusing on like making sure I hit the right symbol. Question 4, favorite horror monster or villain? I've watched horror movies, but it's been a while. I guess a villain would, you guys know I like Disney, so a villain isn't like that. I would definitely have to say Ursula, because all y'all know I love my Ariel, and the villain in that one is Ursula. Actually, I love all the villains in any Disney movie, like Cruella de Vil. Like Cruella de Vil, that name, I just love that name. It's just so Cruella de Vil. It just sounds like devil, devil. Anyway, it sounds cool. I guess if I had to pick a favorite horror monster, it would be a vampire, and like Van Helsing or something. I don't know, I just like vampires. Vampires. It's my answer and I'm sticking to it. Really, okay, I'm really getting into this, which is good, which is I needed to get back into this diamond painting because maybe it's just because I can see the bright colors. When I work in the dark and with the light pad, I don't necessarily get to see the bright colors, but there are some bright colors. All right. Number 5, the creepiest thing that's ever happened while you were alone. That's a good question. I don't think I've had like, okay. I recently had the creepiest thing happen to me, but I guess I was alone. I think my friend was upstairs doing something, or maybe she was getting my nephew. But I had set my phone on the table and it was upside down and I didn't have any headphones connected to it. Didn't have nothing. And all of a sudden I hear this music going off. I was like, okay, it's my friend's phone. That's cool. No, it wasn't her phone. Some random reason, my phone just decides to start playing music. And I wasn't even in the same room. That is so creepy, guys. That is so creepy, guys. Like, I can't even. It was creeping me out. And as soon as she got down, I was like, my phone just started playing music randomly. She's like, that's creepy. I was like, yeah. I know, right? Ooh, I get to do a fun color. It's a 720, which is an orange. I don't know if you can see that, but it's an orange. Yeah, that was really creepy. Didn't like, guys. I did not like it. Should have brought a smaller tray. Oh well. I think my cat knocked them off and saw they're on the floor and I just didn't feel like picking them up. Number 6, if you were dared to spend a night in a haunted house, would you do it? Would you guys spend a night in a haunted house? Would I? I guess I probably should have checked to make sure I had the symbol before I dumped the whole container out. But I do. I would only spend the night in a haunted house if I had certain friends with me. If I had my 2 best friends, my 3 best friends with me. I guess I was alone. Oh, I guess it's dared. So, if I had to be in the haunted house alone, I would be like, no, not happening. If I was dared to spend it with some friends, then yes. But if alone, no. Not gonna happen, not gonna take my chances. Not gonna happen. 7, are you superstitious? I don't think I am. I don't really think. I'm not superstitious at all. This is such a pretty color. I love it. Why didn't I do this painting earlier? Like, there's so many fun colors. Maybe I should do diamond painting with the lights on at night so I can see the fun colors that I'm doing. So I can get excited about the fun colors. So I want to diamond paint. I should do that. I should definitely do that. It would have been funny if Friday the 13th was in October this year. Ooh. Anyway, sorry. I get distracted easy, as you guys know. Next question, do you ever see figures in your peripheral vision? No, unless it's my cat sprinting across the room. Maybe she sees them, but I don't. Nope. I don't. We just live in a small apartment. Not a lot of room. So, yep. Yep. Alright. Question 10. Do you prefer gore or thrillers? I like both. I like the blood and the guts. I like the scary, but I also like thrillers. I also scare easily, which I probably should. I haven't watched any horror movies recently, but maybe I should. And it's hard with my husband because I can't watch him at night because then he'll have nightmares and he won't sleep well. I'd have to watch him and like we'd have to watch him like when we got home. We'll see. But yeah, I like the gore and I like thrillers. But if I had to choose one, or the other, it probably would be the gore. And I'm just weird like that. I am weird like that. Gore all the way. Now that if that really happened to me, I'd be like, no. I've seen some pretty bad stuff. Do you think you've seen bad stuff? I had this one friend who made us watch this. I'm not going to go into detail because it's so... This one show, and I just like, what? Like, I thought I had seen it all, and apparently I had not seen it all. It was so gross. Like, it was so weird. It was like, oh, no, not happening. Next question. Do you believe in multiple dimensions or worlds? I'm not sure quite what that's asking. But what I do believe is I do believe there's a heaven and there's a hell. I'm not gonna go much more into it because I don't want this to be a religion based and I don't want to offend anyone. But me personally, I believe that there's a heaven and a hell. So, before I get into anything else, number 12, have you ever made a potion of any sort? Define potion. No, I haven't. Maybe as a kid when we were like playing in the mud and making a mud potion. But no, I haven't ever made like an actual potion with an actual recipe. Nope, not me. I'm loving this orange. It is so bright and so vibrant. I can't even remember what store this was that I got this one from. Maybe you guys remember. I have the sheet. No, it probably wouldn't tell me on the sheet. Oh, I think it's from 7 Colors Sunflower, I think, is the store that I got off of AliExpress. So I think I'm done with that color and that question. So let's get our next color out. Maybe I'll only answer... There's only 2 questions left. So maybe I'll save the next questions for the next paint with me, or maybe we'll finish them. We'll see. We'll just see how far I get with them. And the next one is tea. We got a couple teas. Oh, I should probably show you. So this is what I ended up doing. So these are the extra brackets that couldn't fit in them. But this one was the one that I had the the square boxes, but for some reason they were warped, so the beads were falling out. So I just got rid of those, and then I'm using my round ones that I like, and I can actually fit 60, 30, so they're 30 and 30, so I can hit all 60. So for this one, I just use the ones that I could, and then I'm just storing the extra ones, like the 939 and the 310 that couldn't fit in there. But T. 725. Aren't these like super bright colors? Like, I love them. I don't love the dark colors, but having the dark colors mixed with the bright color just makes this wonderful like combination, and it makes the bright colors pop even more, which I love. I love color. I love color and everything. So TTIN. And this, I want to say this looks like a very bright mustard color. So 14, have you ever played Bloody Mary? No. I really don't know what that is. Like, I don't know what that game is, I guess. Like, I know who Bloody Mary is, and like, I know what it is, but I've never played it, I guess. I guess there's a game out there, but I myself have never played it. Anyway, next question. Question number 15. Do you believe in demons / the devil? That's a good question. I do believe there's a Satan, which is the same thing as the devil. So that's me personally. I believe in Satan and the devil, and he is the purpose of all things bad in the world. But anyway, before I get into deep, but I am religious. I do believe there's a God, and that there is a Satan that is trying his almighty best to destroy happiness. And I probably should take that journey. Did I miss another color of another one that I already have done? Yeah, I have. I just found it. It is okay. T wasn't very a big color. Like, really? But this is looking so good. There's like yellows and greens and oranges. And I'm just like, I'm getting excited, and that's what I needed. I probably needed this more than you, but you guys probably needed it as well. Let's do a couple more questions. Maybe we'll just make it a super long paint with me, since I haven't had one for a couple weeks. 16, you're home alone, but you hear footsteps in the house. What do you do? I'm not usually home alone, to be honest with you guys. Do I have any W's? Oh, there's a couple. Maybe I'll skip that one. I'll go to this color E. Usually I go down, but W doesn't seem to be a whole lot, and I don't want to be switching colors every 5 seconds. And I think this one's oily. Yeah. So you guys want to know what oily drills look like when they come out on the tray? Like that. They're clumped. They don't separate nothing. I don't think they're super oily, but they're enough to like irritate me. But I will maybe I'll do a video on how to fix it. How does that sound? I will show you how I do it, because I got a strainer and I haven't used a strainer. I just use Clorox wipes. I put them in and I swish them together for a couple minutes, and I just rub them and make sure I get all of them, and then I get a dryer sheet and I lay them out in the dryer sheet for a few minutes, and I clean the container out with the Clorox wipe and then dry it out with the dryer sheet so that I'm not putting clean jewels back into the oily container. That makes no sense. Why would you do that? But anyway, I would probably just, if I heard footsteps and I was home alone, I probably would just go about my use, because it was probably just a creak in the floorboard or the cat running or the dog. I mean, if on honesty there was somebody in my house, I would probably find the closest room and lock it and call the police and be like, I think there's somebody in my house. Can you come check? All right, question 18. If you could wear one Halloween costume for the rest of your life, what would you be? What would I be for the rest of my life? I would have to be a mermaid. Yeah, with the tail, like have, because then if I just had the one costume, it would be like an epic one, right? So I would be a mermaid. Hands down. Which I have been in the past. Like, no doubt. These are just, those are frustrating. And it's a really pretty color, the 740. That's a really pretty orange. I'm seeing that it's oily. We will fix that problem. If you could, would you ever go to a graveyard at night? Yeah, I think I would. I'm not scared. I'm not scared or superstitious. I would. I think I might have, I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. That was a quick question. 20. In a zombie apocalypse, what is your weapon of choice? My first thought, to be honest, was like a frying pan, but I was thinking of Tangled and I was anyway, like a cast iron frying pan, but probably my choice of weapon would have to be like a machete or a super long knife, because you don't want a gun or anything like that, because then the other zombies would hear that and they would come and they would tell your location. So yeah, machete or some sort of knife or hammer, something like that. I'm gonna have to seriously do some cleaning. I mean, maybe that's another problem. I'm not excited to do a whole lot of them, because some of them are oily and they're just not fun to work with when they're oily. Please tell me I'm doing the right symbol. Yeah, I'm doing the right symbol. Oh. I'm doing like E. I was like, I don't know if it's supposed to be this downward or this actual E that I'm doing. All right. Would you rather go to a Halloween party or go trick-or-treating? Trick-or-treating. Definitely. Because then you don't have to deal with people. You can go and get free candy. You don't have to put up with adults and be social. Maybe that's just me. But I would take the free candy. My boss was talking about candy today at work, and so she made me hungry for candy. So I went to the store, and guess what I bought? I bought candy. Yeah, that's what happened. All right. So 22. You're in a horror movie. Are you the final girl? Are you the final girl, the first to die, the comic relief, the skeptic, the smart one, or the killer? I'd have to be the smart one, because I've seen so many horror movies that I would know what to do. So I would be the smart one. I would think I would be the smart one. But in reality, I would probably be... the comic relief, because I'd be like, you're not gonna kill me. Oh, you killed her. Well, that's a shame. I'm kidding. I probably would be screaming in horror. I don't know. These questions get you thinking, don't they? Don't they? I'm like so concentrated on this like bright colors that I get distracted. Anyone else have that problem? So, next question. Do you have to watch something happy after watching a horror movie? Or you can just go to sleep? They don't affect me, so I can watch a horror movie at night and perfectly fall asleep fine, not have a problem. But I haven't watched one in a while, so maybe that's changed. But as of right now, I can watch a horror movie and go to sleep fine. My husband, on the other end, probably wouldn't be fine. He probably wouldn't be fine. So, next question. Next question. Maybe we'll finish this. While watching scary movies, are you the person who yells at the characters, the person who covers the eyes the whole time, or the person who falls asleep? I rarely fall asleep to scary movies, but I think the last time, I think I did fall asleep to a couple, but they were slow going, they didn't get to the point. I only cover my eyes when like I know there's like going to be a scary point that comes up. But usually I'm the person yelling at the characters not to go into the closet or go into that door because the monster's right there. Yeah, I'm that person. I mean, like, no, you don't, what are you doing? Go the other way. Like, I am yelling at the screen. Yeah, that is me on a level. That's typically me in, like, all movies, to be honest. I mean, like, what are you doing? Like, go after that girl or something. Like, come on. Anyway, all right. Couple more questions. So, are you the one who gets scared, or are you the one who does the scaring? I'm about halfway on that. I can get scared, but I love scaring people. I love it. I used to scare my younger siblings all the time. It was very fun. And I'm an evil person. I'm very evil sometimes. It's the quiet ones and the shy ones you have to watch out for. Because you don't know that they're coming. And I'm struggling really hard with these clumpy, oily, whatever you want to call them, so-called drills. Favorite scary book? I don't think I've ever really, I'm not the type of person who is one to read scary books, so I don't necessarily have an answer to that question. I don't have an answer to it. I mean, I like the scary story books, like that tells you a scary story. Those ones I liked. But I mean, outside of that, no. No. Hopefully I can get this uploaded today. Oh, what was your first Halloween costume? I don't know that. I know when I was younger, I know I was a fairy a lot. I was this leaf fairy, and my mom made the costume, and I had leaves, and I had a wand, and I had a crown. But the most memorable one that I was younger, me and my sister were the same thing, and we had this cow costume. And if my friends knew about this, because they called me Izumu for some odd reason, I don't even know how that came upon. But we had these, I think they were like this zip up pajamas that you could wear, and it had like black and the spots and everything. And me and my sister for that Halloween were both cows. We had like the face makeup and everything. I think we even had a picture somewhere. But yeah, that's the one I can remember the most, outside of like a fairy or whatever. See what I'm dealing with? They're not like, they're making me mad. They're making me mad. This is supposed to relax me, not make me mad. Maybe they're not worthy. Maybe they're just stuck together. I don't know. I better finish these questions before I run out of ease, because I don't want to switch colors and just have one more answer, you know? So, question, I have these ones over here. Question 29, what are you going to be for Halloween this year? Dun dun dun. Do you guys really want to know? So we get to dress up for Halloween at work. And I guess we're gonna actually have a costume contest, but depending on who's judging, I might not win because we got clicks at work. I feel like I'm in high school again. But anyway, I am going to be a pirate. I found a costume at Walmart that was fairly cheap for like 20 so bucks. It was like a nut fit. I mean, I might have to wear like leggings under it because it's like a pirate dress, because like short dresses become like shirts on me, and they're just not happening. And then I have these brown, like these like higher boots that look like pirate boots. So I'll wear those and I'll be a pirate. And maybe I'll show you my outfit on Halloween. We'll see. We'll see if I can pull that off. And I might even curl my hair. That's pushing it. Me curling my hair, that is pushing it, ladies. That's pushing it. Alright, I think I finished that color while I was sitting here talking to you guys. So, final question. Final questions. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. If you could have a spooky Halloween pet, what would you pick? And they give options of black cat, an owl, a bat, a rat, or a wolf? People, I'm gonna go with the black cat. I'm not superstitious. I really like black cats, and I also like white cats. So guess what kind of cat I have? A white and a black cat. Best of both worlds. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this paint with me. It is definitely longer than my normal, but I had a tag, so I actually had something to talk about, and I just wasn't rambling like I normally do. And hopefully I can find more tags, and we can have more great conversations, and you guys will be able to get to know me more. And if you're new, you'll just get to know me. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Hopefully it's going a little bit better than mine at the moment, but hopefully I'm looking to diamond paint a little bit more, have a little bit more progress, so maybe next time you see me, I'll almost have this done. I'm hoping to do this in a week, but that is high hopes. But I have been working on a painting at work. It is for a Christmas gift, and it is the dinosaur coming out of the wall. So maybe I will insert a picture at the end of here to show you guys where I'm at with that one, to show you progress on that one, because that one's looking really good. Like, I was a little nervous because I didn't think it was gonna turn out. Like, I was like, this is gonna look horrible. Like, I didn't want to get like a huge size because I didn't want to take forever, and I didn't want to get it too small and it be too pixelated, you wouldn't tell. And so I thought a 30 by 40 was a good size. And so I'm doing it, the first section, I was skeptic, like it didn't look good. And then the second section, I was like, okay, this is looking better. And so the more I'm doing it, the better it's looking. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you everyone that has commented and subscribed. I do really appreciate it. And I haven't gotten back to you guys on your comments and whatnot, but I will try to do that when I upload this video. But I hope you guys have a great diamond painting week, a very crafty week, because I do a lot of crafts. So a very crafty diamond painting sparkly week, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.